Uh, I am Marilyn Petito Deviani,
Marilyn, your
and
microphone,
I'm sorry.
your microphone.
Oh,
Push the button below. So
it'd be good if I turn, is that on green?
On green,
Okay, you're all
yes.
set. Welcome. I'm Marilyn Petito Deviani, and I am the presiding counselor today for Karin Bell. And we're starting a little late because we had first vote on a commutation in 25 years. Shouldn't be that long, and I hope it'll never be that long again. So I'm very proud of my council voting unanimously for the commutation of two good people, Mr. Kuntz and Mr. Allen. So having said that, welcome, Karen.
Thank you
Nice
so
to see you again.
It's great to be here.
I am going to first introduce the councilors who are here. Councilor Ferrara
Good afternoon.
and Councilor Kennedy and Councilor Hurley.
Good afternoon.
Now I'm going to read the letter from the governor. Dear councilors, I am pleased to nominate Karin Bell to the position of Associate Justice of the Superior Court. I submit this nomination for the advice and consent of the Executive Council pursuant to Part 2, Chapter 2 of the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and I'm closing the nominee's resume for your convenience. So would you like to introduce anyone that you brought today?
Sure. I brought 3 witnesses with me today. I brought the Honorable Tim Hillman, who has been a mentor to me for the past decade, and for me is the model of judicial temperament. I have next to him Peter Ettenberg, who is one of the, I think, most well-respected defense attorneys in the county, at least if not the state. He is somebody who zealously defends his clients in court and walks outside and goes me pictures of his grandkids, which is why he's wonderful. And then I have Corey Flashner, who's right next to him.
Welcome.
Corey is an extraordinary attorney,
Witnesses.
prosecutor, defense attorney. He's been my colleague and was a dear friend. So I just thank all of you for being here.
Oh, I have them. Okay.
And last but not least, actually, last but not least, my husband is right here, Colin Bell. And so I thank you for being here today. And then I have positions. I have the Chief Justice of the Superior Court, Heidi Grieger, who was also a mentor to me when she was in the U.S. Attorney's Office.
Right.
And has been wonderful along this journey.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I welcome you all. First of all, I would ask anyone here who is going to make a statement to stand the pledge. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start with your witnesses. And your first witness is the Honorable Timothy Hillman, United States District Court. Welcome.
Thank you, Councilor Devaney, and it's an honor and privilege to be
Make
back.
sure the green button's on.
It is.
Lit up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an honor and privilege to be back before you all. I have to say that I'm a little nervous. The last time I was here, I got quoted in Lawyers Weekly to a question that Councilor Kennedy asked me, and I got holy hell from my chief. So thank you for that.
You're welcome, Judge. I hope to do the same today.
Putting him on the map. I have to say that it's also nice to share the dais with some old friends. One of the things that I want to say about Attorney Bell is that she is one of, if not the best trial lawyer who has appeared before me in all of my time on the bench, and that's over 30 years. The serendipity would have it, Peter Ettenberg is the other, and frankly, if Corey Flashner had stayed, he would probably be in that list as well. Attorney Bell has exceptional trial skills. She's patient, she's unflappable, and has a commanding courtroom presence. And, you know, while these court skills are admirable and even singularly particular to her, her qualifications as a trial judge are so much more than her skill and presence. As you all see, every every week, there are lots of talented trial attorneys, but we all know that being a good judge requires more than technical skills and trial expertise. Whatever it is, Karin has it. Despite being a trial attorney and trial judge for almost 30 years, I cannot clearly define what it takes to be a successful judge. And I think you all probably share that. You're asked every week whether a nominee will be a fair and reasonable jurist, and I'm sure you will agree that that decision is hard. As Justice Potter Stewart said almost 60 years ago, I'll know it when I see it. Of course, he was talking about obscenity, but who will be a good judge is similar and tangible. It's easy for counsel to get caught up in the drama and the competitiveness of litigation and lose sight of the fact that we are all officers of the court. And that's not to say that Attorney Bell isn't competitive, because she is very competitive. Nor am I going to go out and say that she's altruistic because she has a job to do and because she does it expertly. However, she does understand and appreciate the resource inequities that exist between the government and a defendant. And she understands to see that justice is done and that and not that the government gets another guilty plea or verdict. If she is confirmed by this body, Karin Bell is going to be an exceptional judge. She's an incredibly hard worker. She's a great citizen of the legal community. And I think that the highest compliment, and I'm going to end with this, I think that the highest compliment that I can pay her is that she will be the same person at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in a courtroom as she will be at 9 a.m. So I'm going to please ask you to vote yes.
Madam Chair.
Well, thank you very much
Madam
for
Chair.
coming. Any questions? Oh, Counselor.
We voted on another person named Hillman recently, who I appeared in front of the other day. He seems to be doing a fantastic job, and makes me very proud.
I am
And his
very,
reputation is one of a very fair and even-minded judge. People are really enjoying being in front of him.
thank you for that.
Now, I do have some other questions about the thing I asked you.
You have a right to remain silent.
Anything
Anything
you
you
clear?
say, public
Okay.
lawyers.
Glad my lawyer's here.
Counselor Hurley?
I advise him of his rights to remain silent.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Is that, did you want to speak?
No.
Okay.
I,
Any other counselors have any questions? Okay, I just wanted to say now, you said you've been a judge for over 30 years, and this nominee you find is the most qualified that have come before you in 30 years?
She's the best trial attorney who has ever appeared before me in 30 years.
Wow, that's quite a statement to say about her. Well, your testimony means a lot to us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Your next witness is, oh, I'm sorry, we have Counsel DePaula who has joined us. Peter Ettenberg, attorney. Welcome.
Thank you. Counselors, it's a pleasure and an honor for me to be here on behalf of Karin. I couldn't think of a more deserving appointment or nomination for a Superior Court judgeship. When Karin asked me to speak on her behalf, the first thought that I had was a picture of her when I first saw her in the United States District Court in Worcester. I was sitting waiting for a trial myself, waiting for a hearing myself. And I didn't know her at the time, and I saw her dismantling a witness on the stand and dismantling the arguments of defense counsel. I echo everything that Judge Hillman said. She's an extraordinary trial lawyer. And I think that bodes her well in the Superior Court because she knows how it works. She knows how the system works. She knows what fairness is. I know that some people have a question whether or not somebody coming from the federal side can go over to the state side, the Superior Court. And I draw your attention to at least three federal prosecutors that I know, that I thought of off the top of my head, that have made that transition. Judge Feely is four, actually. Judge Feely, Judge Josephson, who's up in Springfield, and Judge Ruchuti, all in the Superior Court, who made a wonderful transition to the Superior Court from the federal court. So I don't have any doubt whatsoever that Karin would be an extraordinary state court judge. And I just want to end with this. We on the criminal defense side have a listserv where we look for help among our colleagues. And one of the lawyers on the listserv was asking about Judge Lang, who was another federal prosecutor, who's now sitting on the Superior Court. And she was looking for feedback on Judge Lang. And this is her report back. Stunningly prepared, more than fair, beyond thoughtful. A hearing in that courtroom is what we wish for the Supreme Court. I have no doubt, and I say it again, I have no doubt that Karin fits that to a T. She would be an extraordinary judge. I urge you to confirm her appointment.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next witness is Attorney Corey Fleshner. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Council.
Good afternoon.
It's quite an act to follow two people who I've admired and a third sitting across from me. I want to thank you for giving me the honor to appear before you, and even more of an honor to speak up on behalf of my friend Karin Bell. I wholeheartedly support her. I've known Karin for about 12 years, since 2010. This body chooses to confirm her. She'll be an outstanding jurist. She'll follow the law. Her intellect is second to none. She'll outwork. She outworked me, and she's outworked everyone I've ever seen her work with. But she's more than that. What she also brings is compassion and empathy to every decision that she makes. And I say that as someone who knew prosecutor for I can say that